What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is Not Another Damn Podcast. Presented by Damn Selves. 115.
115.
Getting old, Skillet.
Let me get the young blood.
Hey, shout out Sanford Son. Shout out to Lovely Jazz. Creative J-Scope. First Fitness Best that covers the entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. Yeah.
Yes.
And shout out Vanessa Simmons wearing the J-Scope on Instagram.
What?
Yeah, so J-Scope's blowing up. Yeah, I had to text Jazz and congratulate her. She was like excited about that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I need to start playing around and get my J-Scope.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to hit the gym. I'm
It's
about
getting
to
big. It's getting there.
I'm about to get in the gym. I'm about to get in.
Like I said, Kenya Moore had one on last year, and now we got Vanessa Simmons wearing it.
I know. I want to put mine on because I can get my little, guy tuck and tie like Sean T said. So, and summer's not over yet, even though it kind of is in Chicago because we had Bud Billiken this past weekend. A lot of summer, but Bud Billiken is kind of the unofficial back to school parade. Oh wow, yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Okay, Vanessa.
Rocking her J-Scope. I had to pull her up on the ground.
All right. But like I saying, this past weekend we just had the Bud Billiken, so
great time. Yeah. Every year.
It was a 90th anniversary, so it was a big one.
Big one. Shout out Lil Rel. He was the Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
I know that had to be a big deal for the homie. Chicago.
He was so happy up there because he was just
he probably been going to that parade since he was a kid, and now he's the star of the parade. I'm the man. Yeah.
Because Mom was like, "Who is that?" I'm like, Lil. I was like, "You saw Get Out."
Motherfucking A.
Well, I can't say it to Mom. I can't say T.S.
I would have said.
I wanted to say that, but I was like, I can't say that to Mom. Mm-hmm. I was like, "You remember him in Get Out?" She's like, "I really don't remember that movie. That wasn't my type of movie."
She hated Get Out, so she doesn't remember any of the characters.
I said, "Never mind." He was the black friend that we'd be like how we joke about in the movie theater when you're watching, like, run, bitch! Like he was that.
What are you doing, dumbass? Like yes, he was the guy that was saying the stuff that we think about.
He was the voice of reason that we needed, which is why Get Out was so beautifully written.
Not only was he the voice of reason, but he was also T.S. motherfucking
T.S. motherfucking which was the best, but
you ready to jump into the bullshit? I'm ready to jump right in. You know where I want to go, man. One of my favorite nemesis, I'd like to mention. Yeah.
Well, yeah, so much has happened, but I don't know where you're going to start, what bullshit you're going to start
4 fucking letters. I'm starting.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's where you're starting.
NCAA. Fuck them. Yeah. I talked about them last week on the podcast because the Big 3 was last week, and I mentioned the Ice Cube, so all of this is timely. Because I mentioned the Ice Cube, it's like, open it up to the these for fresh out of high school boys. Mm-hmm. Let them play in the Big 3 so they can say fuck the NCAA as well too. Yeah,
because as you guys hear, he doesn't like the NCAA.
Yes, for years I won't support them. He's like, I want them to crumble. I know they're the evil empire. It's not going to be easy to take them down, but it's possible.
They're Vader, then basically. They're Vader, the dark side.
Yeah, exactly.
The dark side.
Like they can be taken down. Like they so big and powerful, it's not going to be easy. But when you have names like some we're going to mention today, like going against them. Hey, now you got weapons. Then when you get guys like this against them,
yeah.
Like that's what we need. Cube as part of this fight too. Like, come on, Cube.
Sorry, y'all ain't got no haters.
But
come to the podcast too, Ice Cube. Just putting it out there. But with the
NCAA right now, they've instituted new rules for prospective NBA prospective NBA draft picks. Yeah, perspective. Again, am I saying that right?
Yeah, perspective.
People that college students are considering the draft. Mm-hmm. And the rules are like, you got to have a bachelor's degree. Yeah, you got to it's like that's the big one. Yes, you got to have a college degree. And there was like one more. Oh, yeah, you got to come to fucking Indianapolis and take some kind of test and shit to make sure you're qualified to be an agent. Well, it's basically what people are calling it loosely is the Rich Paul rule. That's what they call it.
That's what I saw even hashtagging on
hashtag Rich
Paul rule. Yeah, I saw that hashtag.
Because Rich Paul, for those that don't know, is LeBron's agent and is one of the most powerful agents in the NBA right now. Yeah, he not only just LeBron, he represents Draymond, Anthony Davis. Like he got some heavy hitters for clients. And John Wall is one of his clients. Yeah, like these are like all-stars. These ain't bums.
He was like a poor kid from Akron.
Who happened to be friends with LeBron back in the day. Yeah, like right place, right time. He hit it off with LeBron when they were like really young. And now you've built on clutch sports and like you've become like powerful. Like, yeah. And let's call it what it is. It's like young black man from like Ohio. It's like,
poor city in Ohio.
These white agents that probably got masters in this shit aren't happy about seeing that shit. Let's call it what it is.
Like, my father got me into, let's call it spade a spade. My father pulled strings and got me into USC. Oops. Mm-hmm. Oops. Yes. My father pulled strings and got me there. And I deserve to have these. I deserve to have this client, not you.
Going to jail.
I deserve it, not you. Mm-hmm. Not you who worked your way so hard. I deserve this.
And let's call it racist. Let's call it what it is. People could try to talk around it and say, yeah, well, they didn't say anything about race. They said college degree. They said come and take a test. Yeah, like, let's call it what it is. It's just like railroading back in the day, like with the redlining and like that stuff. Yeah. It's like all the like the voting to the literacy test they gave like to keep blacks from voting. It's like a lot of that bullshit like that to keep blacks back once again.
Yeah,
that's what this is. It's like redlining all over again and all of that. It's like when we when we figure out the answers, y'all change the questions. That's all it is. It's like
you keep moving the goal line.
Exactly.
The goal line just keeps on moving.
Keep changing the questions because when we start figuring
the rules change for us, and unfortunately, and one of my friends on Facebook said this post, and this is real shit. He was like, "We have to be twice as good to get half the reward."
Absolutely.
And that's so true. As a black person,
and instead of stepping your game up, it's like so you can't beat this who you claim is uneducated black kid from Ohio,
right?
You can't. So you got to change the rules.
You got to change the rules.
You're not smart enough to defeat him to get better clients.
Step your game.
So you got to change. Yeah, like step your game. Okay, we got to do better. Don't change the rules because y'all suck. Like
they tried to do it with my high school because they wanted to make my high school a neighborhood school because it's a magnet school, and they was like they didn't like us black kids coming in that neighborhood. They still don't like us black kids coming in it, and they tried to be like, oh, we want to be a neighborhood school. No, why don't you step up your game and then your kid can go to school? You step yourself up. Don't try to take it away from us.
Well, LeBron got in on it. He tweeted after this Rich Paul rule nonsense. Like his clapback was kind of funny. Can't stop, won't stop. They big, mad, and scared. Nothing will stop the movement and culture over here. Sorry, not sorry. That's what LeBron posted about it. Exactly. Because it's like the end of New Jack City. This is bigger than Nino Brown. Even if you don't like LeBron, this is bigger than LeBron James. It's like it's blatant racism. It's bigger than LeBron.
First of all, LeBron, like let's call it, like let's be real. Is LeBron even going to be playing in 5 years? Is LeBron even going to be playing in 3 years?
This is bigger.
LeBron might only got 2 years left.
Yeah, the contract only got 3 seasons. Like so, you might after he plays all this Laker contract, it could be it. He could hang it up. There.
Right, he could hang it up because if you look at what LeBron's doing, he's executive producing. He's doing
part
movies.
of his why he moved to LA. He wanted to be out there where the action is.
He's expanding his empire. That's what he's doing, and you could tell that LeBron is preparing for. Okay, this is going to be my life after I retire. You know, you see that he's he's being an active dad with his son. Like, I love how he was active with his son at the game. Like people try to talk about it. Shut up, Jason Whitlock.
Oh, because LeBron, he was just excited because he he's trying to make it about himself. Like, no, he's just his son did something cool and he just was reacting and shit. Yeah,
what parent hasn't done that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna act with Khalil is
if he decides to play ball someday, and he does something cool, you can be like, hell yeah, high five, and everybody you gonna be on 10 and shit. Yeah,
that's KG. That's KG right there. That's a feast card. That's what he said. He gonna be little KG. But no, though, it's like that is blatant, like you said, racism. It is. Yeah. It's blatantly racist. And if you can't see the problem with it, then you're part of the problem if you can't see it.
Because, that's what the other side is trying to say. Yeah, well, how many jobs you need college degrees for? But here's the irony of that is like, okay, so you need a college degree to represent somebody that's not going to get a college degree.
That left 1 year.
It's not going to give, because these guys, let's see, the one and done. That's another one. That's just,
Shout out Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons went on the record and
college is bullshit.
It's bullshit, yeah. I'm just here to play ball. Right. I don't go to class, especially after the holiday break.
I damn near flunked out. Second semester. I damn near flunked out.
Never went to class one time. Then gave 0 fucks. I knew I was going into the draft in June. Because by then, you're not trying to come back,
Yeah, you don't have to care.
So, you could do you and shit. By then, it's like, I'm not. What are you gonna do? Fire me? Like, it's like, right. Hey, I'm not coming back here anyway. So, fuck y'all. But another LeBron tweeted out another article. Put the hashtag Stay Woke about what Rich Paul is. More influence is why the NCAA is like getting their panties in a bunch like some little bitches and shit. But because Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, I should say, he got one of his clients was prospective 2019 draft pick Darius Bazley. He got him to skip college and got him a deal with New Balance worth $1 million to sit out a year and shit. Yeah. Instead of going to college and paying for free, making them money, I'll get you this New Balance deal, like be the spokesman for them for a year. Then he went to the draft and got drafted.
Yeah.
So like they see, so they get nervous. They seeing that like, like yeah, this is real money, $1 million deals with New Balance. Is like, so like, what about people keep signing with this Rich Paul guy? We're not gonna get into the top players anymore, so we got to get rid of him and shit.
Why don't you step your game up?
So I was like, okay. And LeBron just retweeted. There's an article from Sports Illustrated from early this year. Like LeBron just retweeted it out again now. Like put hashtag Stay Woke. Like that's why they coming after Rich Paul for that. Instead of paying, or here's nothing. Pay the fucking college athletes if you don't want to go through all of this.
Pay them,
boys. There's another option. Yeah,
they can't do it. They can't work. They can't do a work study. They can't work a job. Like I worked a job in college.
Yeah,
I worked at Taco Bell, and
you can't even accept free Taco Bell because that's considered like a payment. Yeah. If they give you a free meal, it's like no, I can't take it. It's like a free meal is considered a bribery and shit.
Yep.
So a free fucking Happy Meal, you can't even eat that shit.
Free Happy Meal. You can't even get a taco at Burger King, which I
a Burger King taco and shit.
Which why would you even do that? Burger King selling taco. Okay, never mind. But
I love seeing the NCAA squirm because I've been saying it for years. It's a corrupt, shitty organization. That's why I mentioned it to Cube. And like not even a week later, I think the next day this Rich Paul rule came. I'm not taking credit, but I'm just I just know what's going on out here in these streets. That's all. Like I'm not taking credit for it. It's just like the timing just worked out. That's all. So like really the next day after our podcast where I talked about Cube was like this Rich Paul rule came out. I laughed. I was like, I was just talking about that with Cube. Just talking about that shit. And then like, now you gotta have a college degree to like be a sports agent. To represent our athletes.
Why do you have to have a college degree to be a sports agent?
But like I said, the irony is they're not going to even get their degree. It's like, what's that? Who stays in college 4 years? What athlete stays down 4 years?
Right.
It's like they get out of there early, all of them. There's very few that stay the full 4 years nowadays. It's just dumb. But you got anything to add to that? Well, there's a lot of people getting in on it. I'm going to try to pull up some of these Rich Paul rule hashtags.
We'll see what type of agents they turn out now since you have to have a 4-year college degree. You have to have...
You're not going to get no more Rich Pauls.
Take a test and, but the thing is, even when you are a black face in a white space, they always remind you that you don't belong. This is America. Like, this is America. I'm not trying to get too deep, but I'm just stating facts. Like, people want to try, racism. Oh, you had a black president, so racism is dead. Mitch McConnell. You got civil rights now. Racism is dead. Like, no, it's not. It's not dead. And unless we actually
it's just nowadays it's more subtle racism than blatant racism, like in the Jim Crow era. Now it's bullshit like the Rich Paul rule.
Right.
It's like more subtle racism now and shit.
Like it's obvious guy now. Right.
Instead of like back in the Jim Crow when they would just call you the N-word to your face. Now it's bullshit like this. That's the racism. That's the modern day racism. Or like
pour bleach on you if you got in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's the modern racism now.
It's like, we have to have we can't have certain types, and they like the wording that they do is like messed up when they
urban inner city. It's like it's different ways of saying black without saying black.
Urban inner city thug. What's another one? Delinquent. It's like I know what you're trying to get at. Like, don't do me.
Of course, all the headlines going, is the Rich Paul rule protecting players or is it a racial issue? I think we know the answer to that shit.
And then Tony Dawson said, obviously. It's racist, obviously.
Of course, Black Enterprise, the Rich Paul rule disempowers black athletes and rigs the rules. So the black publications say, hell yeah, it's racism.
Hell yeah, it's racist.
The more mainstream ones are questioning, is it racism or is it just capitalism? It's like...
We know where it's more leaning towards, but it is some capitalism in it, not gonna lie, because everything is about money too at the end. But we know what the forefront of it is. The front of it is racist. The back end of it is capitalism. The back end of it, but yeah, like seeing just the jealousy of that, just seeing, like you said, this black kid from Ohio
who came from nothing, who represents the top player in the league and a bunch of other all-stars. It's like, they see, he's becoming a problem. We got to get rid of him. Like, since we suck, though, so let's just change the rules to get rid of him, man. You're not going to stop this, though. Like Bron said, can't stop, won't stop. Ain't stopping it. There's a movement now.
The cream always rises to the top.
It's bigger LeBron James at this point.
Well, let's get the next whiz kid. Okay, you want to say we have a college degree? Okay, let's get the next Doogie Howser. Let's get a black Doogie Howser.
Here's the funny thing I started seeing online where a lot of people say, like, how many, like, a lot of the HBCUs should offer Rich Paul an honorary degree. I said, if Howard or like Hampton, like, offer, okay, you see, Morehouse.
There you go. Morehouse.
Rich Paul has an honorary bachelor's degree for Rich Paul. Here you go. Yeah. Now you got a college degree. Now what, motherfucker? Yeah. I would do that just to be a dick if I was like one of these deans at the college.
Fisk, come on, somebody.
On right now. It's like, we're going to give him an honorary degree. Just because y'all want to be dicks, okay? We can change the rules too, motherfucker.
FAMU, somebody. Let's do it.
So you want to play that game? We can play that game. Come on.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I think they should. I mean, that would be
just to be an asshole. Give me one of these. What if more than one of them gave? So okay, you got 2 college degrees. Now what?
Masters. Now what?
It's Dr. Paul now. Give him an honorary. That's hilarious.
I think they should. That would be a great loophole.
Just like that would be like the cherry on top of this bullshit. Just like, okay, you want to change the rules? Okay, we can play that game too.
Play the game.
Come on, let's do it.
But you know what? This might open up though. But like we said, like all the racist stuff brought us the squad.
Yeah.
This may bring us a whole slew of young, educated black.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It may bring us young, educated, and
more
black.
Black sports agents. Yeah. Shout out to Xavier Pope. You need to get into that.
Yeah.
Xavier, you have a sports background.
You do.
Think about getting into being a sports agent.
And you're highly educated, so yeah.
Let's see him stop him and shit. Let's see him create Xavier Pope. You can't do that, I bet. Try to stop him and shit.
We'll be on the front of that. But no, though, they should do that though. Like, I mean, do I say no? It will, like, I think, turn out more of that to get people to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to these schools and I'm gonna take over. And like, like you see it now. Black women are on the rise for being college educated.
Yes. Real shit. Right?
Yeah. So let's get some black female sports agents. Come on. I want to see some sisters. Come on. Let's ladies, let's do it.
Make it happen.
Let's double minority that shit. Let's do it, Really have them shaking in their boots,
Because it is blatant have bullshit. Scared. And, like, you trying to mask it under some other shit.
Yeah,
like,
we know what it is. Yeah.
Like, kind me and shit.
Right, I'm not kind. But if you want to go that way from the other big story that just happened, Epstein.
Yeah, he offed himself.
What did he?
I was saying he's supposedly under 24-hour suicide watch, but somehow committed suicide.
And when I actually saw the story, I initially thought that it was. I'm like, this has to be The Onion. I'm like, Jeffrey Epstein has committed suicide. I'm like, no. I said that has to be wrong. And then I went and looked for like a more reputable source. And then when I saw that, oh shit,
he did whack himself. Wow.
But then as I started reading, I'm like, how did he kill himself? And you're under a 24-hour suicide watch. But then the other thing that came out was that, okay, now that the documents are about to be unsealed and you about to start talking, Now you end up dying.
Yeah.
That just don't sound right to me. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy, but that just don't sound right.
Maybe he was going to name names.
I'm saying he was a billionaire. Mm-hmm. All your friends are billionaire guys. You were involved in a sex ring.
Yeah, all your friends are billionaires, including the president of the United States.
Clinton was one of his friends too.
I'm just saying, a former president and a current president.
It goes deep.
How much do they know? What dirt do you have on them and shit? Mm-hmm. You have former and current presidents as best friends of yours.
As friends of yours. That y'all hung out on a private jet. Y'all flew on a jet together. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they got him the fuck out of there.
Yeah, so whether he killed himself on his own or he was a sister, it's some bullshit.
They got him the fuck out of there.
It's something with that. It's something with that. I'm not just going to believe, I feel like enemy of the state. That's how I feel about this whole situation. Yeah. I feel that's enemy of the state. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, watch the movie Enemy of the State. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the guy, the senator, who was that? John Voight.
John Voight murdered the senator because of some bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, it was some scandal. And then the guy caught it on film.
Yeah, it was being filmed because the guy was some nature died at night. It just happened to be a camera pointed at the area where the murder took place. It looked like the guy just had a heart attack. Right. Nobody knew, but it was a tape out there. This nature got us on film. And then he ended up planting the tape in Will Smith's Christmas packages, so that's how Will Smith's character got involved.
Got the tape in there. Yeah. It's a movie that was written
20 years ahead of its time.
Yes.
They're talking about national security and all that shit. We're talking about 98, I think.
Yeah.
It's pre 9/11. They're talking about national security in that movie way before 9/11.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So go check out Enemy of the State. That's just what I just feel. I just feel like it's an Enemy of the State situation where it's made to look like something else, and maybe it's just a whole.
Nature nut had a camera pointed at the jail cell.
It's a whole. So if somebody got it, then I'm just saying, don't tell nobody nothing. Just run. Mm-hmm. Get you some good legal representation that you trust, and don't. Yeah, because you don't.
Better, if you want to hit up somebody, you better hit up WikiLeaks and shit. WikiLeaks? They get everything out there. That's why Edward Snowden can't come back to America because of that shit. This motherfucker been hiding in Russia for 5 years because he leaked documents to WikiLeaks. Damn. He knows if he comes back, he's probably dead. He's out of there. So he's been hiding in another country for years and shit. Because of fucking WikiLeaks and shit.
So we'll just see what more unravels after that, because if more start coming out, and suicide is something that you can tell, a coroner, your CSI, RU, whatever people, you guys can tell when something is a suicide and when something is made to look like a suicide.
Yeah. Some don't add up and shit.
You can tell the difference between the two. Accidental or not accidental. You can tell the difference, but nobody is going to cry tears about his death, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We just
had to mention it because it was big news, but zero fucks given personally about that story, but it was a big story, so we gotta mention it.
We gotta mention it, so.
I'm fuck that guy.
That was my mention, but my one thing is that, even if, if he actually did commit suicide, it's you were a coward and you didn't want to get your,
He knew that the fucking shit was coming down.
Yeah, you didn't want to get your, these victims deserve to get, their justice. They do. Mm-hmm. And you just did, I'm not going to go to court. I'm not going to do it. So, yeah.
You want to shift to something a little lighter?
Yes.
That was heavy. I know we're coming back to the NBA. Kevin Durant finally spoke out.
Oh.
Since signing with Brooklyn. Yeah, he sat down with Yahoo Sports, Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports.
Nice.
And of course, the first thing they asked him was about the injury, which we speculated. We said, did anybody pressure you? Here's his response, but I'm shooting some holes through it. He said, did they mishandle the injury? He said, hell no, how can you blame the Warriors? I heard the Warriors pressed me into getting back. Nobody said a word on me during rehab when I was coming back. It was only me and a sports doctor working out every day. Right when the series started, I targeted Game 5, so it just happened. It's basketball. That's what he says. But we know Kevin Durant, Mr. Burner account is come on, yeah. They might have not specifically pressured you, but say, how you feeling? Feeling good?
You feeling good?
You feeling up pain? Yeah. How's the leg? How's the calf doing? You know that. Mm-hmm. So they did talk to him. And then He said he decided that day on June 30th that he was going to Brooklyn. Like, I don't buy that either. So you just woke up, decided you're leaving the Warriors.
I'm doing that meme with the guy when he does the... I'm doing that meme face.
Especially, we all saw All-Star Weekend. You and Kyrie in the tunnel talking.
Yeah.
We saw that video. And, like, one of the things...
I just... with your hands like this covered. Exactly. You know how they do like that with us.
And one thing I look back now, Kyrie clearly said 2 max deals or something. So obviously he was talking about the Nets, not the Knicks. At the time, people thought he was talking about the Knicks. Because, like, you see that's one of the things that Kyrie said to when they talking. Yeah, 2 max deals. He's talking about the Nets could get us 2 max deals. We could both go there. So now we know, like, they're talking about Brooklyn, not the New York Knicks.
Shout out to the Liberators. Which is why they put towels over their face where they talk inside their jersey. Yeah.
That's why in the NFL they do that because
with the clipboard and they be like,
that's the fucking Patriots. Like, which always some bullshit attached to that team. Patriots are one of the greatest dynasties of all time, but there's always some bullshit attached to their name. Always some bullshit. Deflategate, the fucking they got to cover up because of them. That was Spygate. They called that
Spygate.
Yeah. Said that people were recording that the Patriots are recording. The phone is talking. They can read what they're saying. So now they cover up whenever they read a play. Now it's like, all right,
69, 54, hike.
4-3. They cover up now because like the fucking Spygate. There's always some bullshit attached to that team.
Spygate.
Like, sorry, Patriots fans, but it's the truth. There's always some bullshit attached to that team.
That's hilarious.
I'm not saying that they're not a dynasty, but facts are facts. There's always bullshit attached to that team.
Yeah.
There's always something and shit every year.
You can't deny facts. You can't deny facts. Oh, my Lord.
But, yeah, it's an interesting article with KD. I was just reading that. I'm like, come on, KD. We know. Let's call it what it is. KD decided months ago he was leaving.
Yeah.
Remember the game when him and Draymond got into it? And Draymond called him a bitch and shit?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't call a grown... I can't speak for Kevin Durant, but you can't call me a bitch to my face as a grown man.
Yeah.
You can't call another man a bitch. And it's not he said, you a bitch, man. We won a title without you. He said that too. So that's 2 things he said. Not only are you a bitch, but
now win a title now without me.
We won
bitch.
Without you. Yeah.
Kevin Durant said that.
Yeah, we won without you, basically.
Well, it's Kevin Durant. You shouldn't have said that. It's Kevin Durant.
But Draymond's an emotional
I know
dude. And they were like, in the heat of battle, like, yeah, because they had lost the game because Draymond did something dumb, and KD probably called him out.
Yeah.
So I remember the play that went down is instead of like, come on, pass the ball to Kevin with the game on the line.
Right.
It is what it is.
Oh, yeah, because he tried to do something.
He tried to go and then turned it over like he dribbled off his foot or some shit. So Kevin probably called him out like, dude, why don't you give me the ball? Like, and then Draymond was in his feelings about that shit.
Yeah. You're not a closer, Draymond. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yeah, he tried.
You're not the closer.
He tried to play some hero basketball and fucked up. And Kevin probably said, dude.
Even if you're 6 for 6 from the 3-point line, I wouldn't give it to you in the last seconds of the game. I'm just not.
It's not like it was Steph doing that. It's like, it's Draymond.
Right, it's Draymond.
If it was Steph, it's like, Steph could say that, like, dude, yeah, I started this, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like with Draymond, come on.
Or if it was Klay Thompson, okay, I'm the other Splash brother.
Mm-hmm. But Draymond, like, trying to, like, yeah, I'm going for mine, and then turned it over and shit.
Yeah, you went for yours, all right.
And Kevin was like, dude, I was open. Why don't you pass me the ball and shit? I'm wide. And he was like LeBron. Like, yeah, wide open,
dude. Just dumb.
So that's what started it. And then we ended up with the injury is like what really like probably was the cherry on top. Yeah.
And that injury was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shifting gear, what else you got, kid?
Well, going back, if we go back with the prison real quick, Centoria Brown is free now.
Hey.
Yay. She got out Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain who she is for people that don't know.
She was the one who they sent her to jail when she was 16, I believe. Mm-hmm. And they charged her with murder because she was in sex trafficking. She was involved in that. A pimp bought her as a child, and she feared for her life, and she killed the guy who bought her.
who kept her captive.
Yeah, she killed him. Mm-hmm. And then they sent her to jail.
Charged her with murder.
Yeah, and they sent her to real jail, and she would have had to serve like 45 years. They served with like their life in prison, and then she would have had to serve like 45 years before she got out.
Before she was eligible for parole, like 45.
So she would have been like 60 something, almost 70, and now she's a free woman, 31 years old, and yeah. And she got her degree in college, so maybe we can let you come and be an agent. Yeah, she got her degree, so come on, Centoya. I said black female, come on.
There it is.
She got her college degree,
so
yeah, maybe you could be one. You could be an agent. And what are they gonna say to her then? Can't turn her away. She got a college degree.
Okay, you want to talk about the big story that kicked the week off with?
Oh.
Yes. I've been building towards this. I talked about it on my hip hop report on Power 106 Rockford.
Oh my God.
Breakfast Club also talked about this heavily. Everybody pretty much talked about this.
Oh.
Interesting photos that came up on TMZ. Diddy, Lori Harvey, out to dinner with Steve and Marjorie Harvey. Looking like a fucking family.
So what you don't know is that Lori Harvey is the daughter of Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey.
Yeah. Y'all might know her name. Meek Mill mentioned her in his Going Bad song. He said, I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. Like, yeah. He started mentioning, like, she's an it girl now. Meek mentioned her on his rap. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's who he was talking about.
And oddly enough, like, somebody pointed this out and not being weird or anything, but she looks like a mix of Kim Porter and Cassie. She does.
Didn't think about that.
She does like a mix of those two. And Diddy, I'm like, ooh.
Cassie recently had a baby. Like
she's pregnant now.
Is she still pregnant?
I think that she's still pregnant.
Did she have the baby? I know she's pregnant with child. I don't know if she had the baby.
Yeah,
or not, but
she's moved on. Yeah,
Diddy's probably not 100% over that. That combined with the death of Kim Porter.
Because he was wilding for a minute after Kim Porter's death. He started posting all these throwback pictures of her.
And prior to Cassie getting pregnant, it was probably the final nails. Okay, I got to do something.
Because people said to him, they're like, why don't you appreciate her?
After all of that,
Like, why don't you appreciate her when she was here? Because he was posting like, I should have treated you better. I should have.
People do that. People make mistakes. I don't blame them for that.
And people were like going in on him. And I thought that was wrong to do to him because it's like he's grieving the loss of the mother.
the mother of his children.
And it was a fiance at one time.
Yeah.
So he's grieving.
He's allowed to. Y'all motherfuckers to grieve. Y'all don't even know the woman. He can't grieve.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. People kill me on social media.
But the thing that makes this story so interesting about the Lori Harvey stuff is Lori Harvey's, 22, 24, something.
She's like 30 years younger than Diddy.
She's 27 years younger than him.
About 30.
Yes.
And another wrinkle to it is like she once dated his son.
His son, yes. Justin?
Yeah, Justin Combs.
Yes. That was the one that was that's his first child, the one that he named his restaurant after Justin, and I think he was on the cover of something.
Mm-hmm. His first baby mama.
Yeah, Misa. That's his first baby mama, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, you dated the son. Now
to me, that's the weird part. A lot of people don't like the age thing, but like, I'm like, it is what it is. It's like that's the weird part. That's kind of like
the age is like that's one thing, but
that's kind of like you violated man law / guy code with that one. It's like you don't date your son's exes,
right?
Like, I would never date my brother's ex, like
right. I was like, ew.
Yeah. Like, Feces has some pretty good-looking exes. I never tried to holler at none of them.
No, at all.
And to the best of my knowledge, he never tried to holler at none of mine. It's like,
right. That's weird. That's just... Yeah. Because then you got the whole Jackson thing going, and she got
that's what
kids
it reminded
with
me of, with Randy and Jermaine.
Got the same baby mama. There's too much going on. But...
And one of his names is Billie Jean. It's not your lover.
So I had to look away on that. But she's now dating Diddy, and it's obvious that they're dating. It was obvious. Like they try
to say, "Wow, we're just close friends." Like y'all were all canoodling and
I don't have a grown man who's my friend who's 30 years older than me. First of all, let me be in my early 20s to have some 50-year-old man.
Y'all shout out LMA. Y'all all boot up and shit. Yeah.
They wore matching outfits to like some fashion thing. They had on matching outfits.
Got matching outfits. I'm getting your Greg Fokker on meeting the parents. Yeah, he was. He was meeting the parents. You hanging out until
he's hanging out with the parents. And I'm like, was that awkward at all? Like,
yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, Steve, like, yeah,
I want to be a fly on that wall. Like, Daddy, I want you to meet my new boyfriend. Yeah, his name is Sean. If you should say his name is Sean, and then you don't even think that it's Sean Combs.
Diddy Combs.
And then he come in and it's him, and you're like,
hey, how you doing, Steve? Bad boy.
Hey, Harlem shaking. It's like, but Steve was just sitting there, and yeah. But the thing that gets interesting too is that people is like, well, she learned from her mom, and I'm like, ooh, okay. Cause like, yeah, her mom had kids with 2 cousins. Yeah, so people were saying that, well, like she learned that from. I'm like, oh, but it's gonna be a little messy, that whole.
It is what it is.
Like, especially like, okay, Labor Day's covered, so if they do like a Labor Day party, like a white party for Labor Day, like if it's like, is Justin gonna come to like his dad's Labor Day party if she's there? Because he does like white parties at the Hamptons, right? I think he does like a white party. Or Martha's Vineyard or something. He does white parties, so is he going to be there? And he's going to be like, hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. New Mom.
Hi, new Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, like she would be a stepmother. And you used to smash and shit. Come on, that's too much.
This sounds like a porno gone wrong. This just sounds like Pornhub gone wrong.
Pornhub that I don't want to
watch. I'm just like, oh my gosh. When I was just reading, I thought it was a joke at first. And then when I saw the pictures and...
y'all all booed up and shit, that's when I was like, yeah. Dee-dee-da-dee.
It just makes you uneasy. It does. But how do you even cross? Like, I mean, I know you guys are both industry or whatever, but like you said, he's like 30 years older than her. So it's like, I don't think that we hang out in the same,
I joked about it with Mike Love the other day. We were talking about that as shout out Mike Love, by the way. We were joking about it. It's like how when you come to the cookout and shit, and you got the thirsty uncle, like, I'll see you, Neff. It's like, was Puff like that? I'll see you, son. It's like when he brought Lori Harvey, and then he just took it next level. But most of the time it ends there when I see you, Unc. It's like, you don't actually try to holler at the chick. Puff took that, but like took it here and shit, being Puff. And shit. I see you, son. All right. And then hollered at the chick.
That's creepy. That's very creepy.
Is that what happened? He probably is my new girl, Lori. He's like, yeah, I'll see you, son. I'll see what you're working with.
I see what you're working with.
You
got taste like your father. In more ways than one.
Yeah, because y'all both tasted her. That's why.
Oh, hey.
Shout out Robin Thicke.
That's disgusting, though. But, I mean, if they honestly are trying to be in a relationship and if they do want it, then I guess make it work.
We're going to keep an eye on it because it's weird to me.
I guess make it work.
Yeah. What else you got, kid?
Very creepy. Very, very creepy. Oh, did you see that Home Alone has been greenlighted for a reboot?
I did see that. You saw a 40-something-year-old Macaulay Culkin, he wasn't happy about the shit.
Yeah. Because I'm like, why don't people have new ideas? Mm-hmm. What happened to... I'm just like, why is it nothing new? Like, I mean, I feel like
everything's a remake or a reboot or a sequel nowadays.
Some stuff I'm like, I don't want to see a reboot. I don't want to see a reboot of Home Alone. Because even though they tried to do it with the Home Alone 4 with like the new kid, the new generation, that sucked.
So they already did that.
That was awful.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so
it was terrible.
They done a reboot and it sucked.
It was awful.
It's like doing a House Party reboot. We saw a House Party 4 that sucked.
And then they did a new one with.
And they did do a one with Drew.
With Drew from Everybody Hates Chris. There you go. It was awful.
And then Kid and Play, he made a cameo and they were like 50 and shit. They had a small cameo.
They still have the high top fade.
Gray fade.
Gray fade.
High gray fade.
They still hit the Kid and Play. That's just what I want to know.
Salt and pepper fade.
If they can still hit the Kid and Play, then it'd be worth it. That's all I want to know.
Shout out B-Man, who recently DJ'd a party.
Yeah, he was loud for a night. Which I was jealous of. But yeah, leave the reboots alone. I'm sick of them. Like, let's have something new in Hollywood. Some stuff is nostalgic, and I get why they do some reboots, but that one, I don't want to see. It just takes away. Like, nobody's going to replace Joe Pesci as, and what was the other crick?
I
forgot his name.
The Wet Bandits, yeah.
Yeah, the other one. I forgot his name. But he did some stuff after, but nobody's going to replace them.
It's going to be new Wet Bandits now. They're going to suck.
The Wet Bandits, yeah.
sucky bandits.
Sucky bandits. Especially they try to put somebody like, and they put like Jonah Hill and like Seth Rogen.
That would be lit, actually.
Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen. That would be like what are y'all doing?
Jason Sudeikis is one of the wet bandits. Something like that. Something dumb like that.
Sudeikis. I might watch it. Sudeikis. Don't hate on Sudeikis. No. But yeah, leave it alone. I think it's going to suck ultimately, but that's just me. Shifting gears again. Apparently, white people don't want to hear about slavery.
That's because slavery sounds like a choice to me. Shout out, yay.
So it was this plantation, and they had like their reviews, and they put up their reviews, and this family went on a tour of a plantation, and they said they didn't like the way that they were lectured about slavery. Because they said, I didn't come on a plantation tour to hear about slavery, basically.
I don't want to hear about slavery, even though we're talking about slavery.
What do you think happened on plantations? Like, I wanted to talk about like the southern charm of the southern plantation, not about slavery, about how slaves are mistreated.
I want to look at these awesome southern monuments they have all over town.
Right. I want to feel like Gone with the Wind.
These statues that aren't offended. Yeah, I want to say Gone with the Wind.
Scarlett O'Hara.
Scarlett O'Hara and Mammy in this bitch. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Mammy was a cool slave. Yeah, so we like Mammy.
A cool slave.
There was a Butterfly McQueen. We want to see them. And
we want to see them, right?
They were the good ones.
They were the good
ones. They were fake slaves on TV. That's why. We don't want to hear about actual slaves.
The actual slavery. But let's stop whitewashing history. Like, this is what happened. Like, slavery happened.
Made me laugh with that Scarlett O'Hara shit.
It was messed up. It's what happened. Let's own it. Let's acknowledge it. And let's say, okay, we never going back to that. So now let's move forward so we can never go back to that time, because that was an ugly point in our history. And we never want to repeat that shit. And let's move forward. That's how you attack it. You have to own it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to, you can't just keep on acting like, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. And I even saw somebody in an article refer to slavery as unpaid labor. I was like, slavery? Unpaid labor? It's like, no.
But as a guy that I heard say slavery sounds like a choice to me. You bad as whoever that guy was. Yeah.
What else you got over there? We got
these fake outrage of the week. You want to talk about these top 50 lists that have been coming out of it? That people have been losing their shit over. I'm pulling one up now from Facebook, an infamous
First of all, if you're over 30 and you're bothered by a list, then if you're over 30, grow up. That's my first thing I say.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up soon, very soon.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my guy. I'm not going to say his name, but I almost said it.
I wasn't one about that. Oh, I should have not said that. You need to grow up if you're over 30. And you are going outraged over a list and you're over 30.
Now I can't find this dude. But it's basically people been is this infamous list that been circulating. Is this it?
The rappers list?
Yeah.
The greatest rappers, yeah.
I want to pull up the actual list because I like reading from the actual list.
Because I saw that list. And I just snickered at it.
And people were really mad, over this shit.
I just snickered at it. Yeah, I did snicker when I saw the list.
Like, we don't know I don't know what the source of the list was, so I don't get what you big mad over.
Right.
Not like I said, these are the official, these are KRS-One's official top. I'm like,
from Source Magazine.
It just says at random the top 50 greatest rappers of all time. It doesn't say where this came from. It could have been an internet troll that made this up. It got Jay-Z, Nas. They got Joe Budden at 3 and shit. Yeah.
Joe Budden.
Styles P at 4. Like, it's like a lot of ridiculous names on the list. Biggie is way down at 9. Pac is at 15 on this list. So, like, a lot of people are like, I'm like, first, I think the list could be trolling. And second of all, whoever put it out, this could be their opinion.
Right.
You're entitled to have your opinion. Why am I mad at your opinion?
Mace.
Yeah.
And May Dollar Sign.
Pusha T is at 13, who were like one of my favorite punching bags. Nobody gave a shit about Pusha T until you put that Drake diss out. Let's keep it real and shit. Now all of a sudden he's making lists as greatest MCs of all time.
Yeah.
That's how much people hate Drake and shit. People say Pusha T is cold just because he put that record out.
In spite of Drake.
Yeah, so people claim he's cold. I never heard one person say Pusha T was cold until that record came out. Now everybody's saying, no, Pusha tight. You didn't say that 2 years ago.
Give a Pusha T verse that you like.
Exactly.
Drop one right now.
Don't mention that Drake, the story of Adion. Whatever.
Right, and don't mention that
shit. Mention your favorite Pusha T verse other than that shit. Mm-hmm. But especially, like I said, fake outrage and shit. But,
you're 50.
But let's wrap this up and get the fuck up out of here because we're running short on time. Super short.
And R.I.P. to Toni Morrison.
Oh, yeah. How old was she again?
89, I believe.
Wow.
88 or 89, yeah. So long, full life, and gave some very happy, good readings for us. So, yeah. Rest in peace. It's
time for me to get up out because I got to head to my class picnic. Yes. I'm DJing and I got some serious issues to take care of. Shout out to everybody supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to support further, make sure that you like the Facebook fan page, Not Another Damn Podcast. Also, you can subscribe, share, rate, review Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio, YouTube, all of that. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram and Twitter, Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You can also hit up Not Another Damn Podcast, or I already said that. You can also hit me up at OzRadio.net, where I have the currents, and you want the 90s and 2K classics, I'll give you the link to the bomb.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, STR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, STR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
There it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm done.